All right, Max, let's get into how these covers came about. Let's start with the main cover. Let's start with Texas A&M coach Jimbo Fisher. This was back in March. We wandered on down to College Station to meet up with the new head Aggie, and we wanted to tell the story of how he landed in Texas A&M, because here's the bottom line of it. Jimbo Fisher is the biggest hire in this state's history. There's really no doubt about it. The state of Texas has never hired a coach. That's not true. Texas has only hired one other coach who had a national championship on his resume, and that was Larry Coker at UTSA, which I think we all agree was a very different situation than this. Jimbo Fisher is entering Texas A&M with huge excitement. And when we were down at A&M, it was palpable.
Yeah.
Everywhere you looked, it seemed like people were excited about this.
Yeah.
Everyone you talked about with Jimbo Fisher.
We had a great day inside the facilities there, hanging out with Coach and everyone else involved with the football program.
Yes.
And
Brad and Alan were so fantastic helping us out with that.
Amazing. And if you haven't been, obviously, the facilities here.
Out of control.
Out of control. You know, you'll hear all the time, well, A&M has great facilities, why can't they win? And you don't know till you go.
No.
Right, but they'll tell you, and believe me, it is. It's a great facility.
It really is. And so we went in there, and I'll be honest, let me tell the whole story. Okay?
Go for it, yeah.
So
got a minute and a half of B-roll still.
we knew that Jimbo Fisher he's a country boy. He's a country boy. And so I wanted to have, my original idea was him in his office with his boots kicked up on the desk. That was my original idea for the cover, right? I wanted this to be like, Jimbo Fisher is here, and he is here to win a national championship, okay? I want there to be that swagger, okay? So we talk with the folks down there at A&M, and they go, that's not Coach. That's not who Coach is.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do the cover of a guy like where it's not his personality.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, okay, all right. Well, so we went down there, and we ended up finding this great shot here in this great facility. The film room is where this is. This is the film room. And we had our fantastic photographer, John Hamilton, down there wanted to get this shot of Jimbo Fisher in his natural habitat, okay, watching film.
Yeah.
Because this is a guy that, and when you talk with him, you realize this guy's here to work. This guy is not about the nonsense. This guy is here to work, and he's here to win football games. That's what he does. He's very no-nonsense. And so he comes in, and Coach Fisher was very nice, very generous with his time, and even talked with David. He talked with David Ubben, who wrote the feature on him. Fantastic story you'll want to read. But we asked him to wear jeans and boots and stuff like that, thinking, all this fun stuff. But we go in there, and we sit him down. We kind of scope out the shot. He comes in. We sit him down, and we go, okay, Coach, like, we want you to be watching film here. Like, what do you look like when you're watching film? And he just said, well, when I'm watching film, that's relaxing for me. That's that's fun. That's the most fun part of my job, is watching film and trying to figure out X's and O's. He goes, and this is 100% true. You were there. He goes, I'd probably kick up my feet on these chairs. And I go, well, Coach.
Yeah, right.
Don't let me stop you. And so he kicked up his boots on there. And I think that really makes the image of, like, here's this guy who is in so many ways, even though he's just arrived, such an embodiment of what College Station is and what Texas A&M is. Kind of this blue-collar guy, boots up, watching film. Yep. This is, to me, the image of Jimbo Fisher, of who he is. He is a guy that wants to get to work, and that's what we thought the headline is as well. Jimbo, first of all, he is now on a one-name basis in this state, right?
Oh, yeah.
You say Jimbo in Texas, you know who you're talking about.
Yep.
It's Jimbo.
Yeah.
Okay? So there's that. And it was going to be, I was going to do more of a swaggery headline. We were going to do more of a swaggery headline. But, like, in talking with him and getting to know him, knowing what a workhorse he is, this was the headline we wanted. The Aggies got their guy. Now the work begins. Because that's what Coach was preaching to us as we were talking to him.
Yeah.
He was saying, no, like, we got a lot of work to do. This is in the middle of spring ball. He's like, we got a lot of work to do. We are a team that needs to build. And that's what we wanted to establish here with this shot. And we're really, really excited about it. Jimbo, the Aggies got their guy. Now the work begins. It's the main cover of the 2018 Summer Edition, Dave Campbell's Texas Football. And after our photo shoot, Coach Fisher was nice enough to deal with me for a couple of minutes. Here's our talk with Texas A&M coach Jimbo Fisher, the cover boy of the 2018 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football, here on Texas Football Today. Greg Tepper, Dave Campbell's Texas Football and TexasFootball.com, here with the head coach of the Texas A&M Aggies, Coach Jimbo Fisher. And, Coach, the secret's out. You're on the cover of the 2018 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football. What do you think?
Well, it's a great honor, and we want to make A&M football definitely relevant, and not only in the nation, but it's got to start right here in Texas, and not a better place. What a great state to coach football in.
And how are you fitting in here in College Station? I know the welcome, they've rolled out the maroon carpet for you. How you feel?
Well, I feel very comfortable. You have to ask everybody else how I'm fitting in. But no, I feel very comfortable here. I mean, a lot of things I like, and my personality really fits in here, and this is a great place.
You told me, I asked you if you found anywhere to eat or anything to do fun around here. You've just been working all the time.
No, well, finding a place to eat is not hard for me. I went out finding it. But there is a lot of things, and entertainment, my kids love it, family loves it, and it's a wonderful place.
All right, Coach, give us what can we expect from 2018 Texas A&M Aggies?
Well, that's the thing we're going to find out. I mean, we're getting through spring ball and all those things that are going on now, but in the camp we'll see. But hopefully a team that is committed to playing hard, playing with great toughness, and has discipline and understands how to win and play smart, intelligent, physical football.
Coach, appreciate it.
Thank you.
There he is, Texas A&M coach Jimbo Fisher. Appreciate him putting up with our nonsense.
He was great.
He's a great guy. He was super generous with his time. But it's funny that he was coming in and out of meetings. It was literally he had a 10-minute break where he had a defensive meeting of guys while we were making our way upstairs. He's like, all right, I'm gonna eat lunch and have a quick defensive meeting, and then I'll get back to you guys.
Yeah.
This guy is here to work. And it was really, really exciting to go and talk with him down there in Aggieland. Coach Jimbo Fisher, the cover of the 2018 summer edition, Dave Campbell's Texas Football.